will tell you guys we've been so busy. We haven't had time to work with her since the last show, but you know, if you've got periods of time in between where you can't work with the dog, it really, you know, with this kind of training, it really doesn't affect them as much, I don't think, as it comes right back to them. So we were working on Piper, getting her to go in her place, so we're just going to progress on that a little bit. And then the other thing we started teaching her was a resit, so that we can get her to sit back up. Because when you're doing the 3-action thing, a lot of times it's easier if you've got a dog that's sitting. So remember, the way that we were doing that is we were using the dog's name, because we've taught the dog that the name is drawing her to us, and we're using the pager, because if we're using the name in the pager, she understands that means to come towards me. From the position she's in there, the only way she can really come towards me is by sitting up. I've got the leash on, I'm controlling that, so I'm just going to get her attention. Piper! Good girl. So remember, there's no need to use the word sit in the beginning. And if the dog lays back down, we're not going to correct the dog for that. We've taught the dog to down so much, we're not going to correct her. Piper! Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Now, I want you guys to understand that. I know it's very tempting to try to progress along too quickly, but we'll kind of, you know, we're not in a hurry to do things. You've got to gain permanence of habit of the new behavior. So I could spend a lot of time right now correcting her for laying down when I had said sit, or I could, you know, take a longer time and just do it more slowly. So that's really what I recommend, you guys. Piper. Good girl. Heel. Good. We've also got her heeling. Good girl. Good. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Heel. Alright. Good. Heel. Remember, you guys, we're defining heel down. Good girl. Piper. We're defining heel as this location beside me. So once we've got the dog heeling good, we want to do little things like cause the dog to move backwards. Piper. Heel. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. And I'm just really rewarding her for sitting right there. I'm not so much using the word sit. Piper, heel. Good. Heel. Good. Heel. Alright. So let the dog know you don't always just move forward. Heel. Good. Alright, so we'll work on the place thing a little bit. Piper, heel. In your place. Good. So the same thing here. I've got the place up against the edge. I mean, we're up on a platform. We're putting our own little show on at the Harley thing. They don't seem to notice us over here. I don't know, maybe they do. But if you had a dog that was afraid of heights, obviously wouldn't be able to do that. But when we're sending him to the place, we want it to be up against something so that, you know, there's no overshooting the place. So we've been practicing this with her, even though we haven't done it since the last time. We want to start with this, you guys, being able to use the nick to make the dog go away. Because remember, until you've made them do it, they're not really trained. Good girl. Piper, heel. So I'm using both hands there. Good girl. Good girl. In your place. All right. So I kept holding the pager down right there. She started to not go. Piper, heel. So remember, you guys, I'm using a lot of body English here too. Good girl. Good girl. In your place. Alright, so now she's not going to go, so I'm going to use my nick. In. In. Good. Girl. Remember, you guys, you want to step back when you do that. Even if you're going to go back over there and give them the treat. Let them know I'm not going to mollycoddle you all the way over there. So that was a tap, 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 tap at the nick. I had it set on about 40, but you may have to do that a couple times, and you'll see once you do that, once they know you're committed to that, you're not going to have to keep doing that, you guys. Piper, heel. Good. because she understood. She was basing that on what happened last time. If I don't go, I'm going to get the nick, so I'll go. Good girl. Good. Piper, heel. Good girl. Good. In your place. In. Good. Followed up real quick right there at the end with the pager. Good girl. Piper. Heel. Good. Good girl. Good girl. In. Good. So it should take less nicks each time to do it. Down. You want to end it on a good note. We always try to end it where we got the dog to do it with the pager. So, Piper. Sometimes you guys have to take a while. I can't tell you the times we've said, you know, as soon as it does it, I'll stop. In your place. Good girl. In. In. Good. There you go, you guys. So now we can't end it on that. Good girl. You know, and as long as the dog's still got a good attitude, some dogs you can train, put more pressure on the nose, or this dog has a great attitude. Piper. Heel. Well, remember, you guys, this is not something you're going to have to keep on every day, every day. You know, if they learn it, then that's just it. They learn it. In your place, and you could, we'll increase the speed later. Good girl. Good girl. So don't worry so much about the speed right now. We can increase the speed later. Piper. Heel. All right. What a good girl. Heel. Piper. Heel. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. In your place. All right. Good girl. Good girl. All right, guys. We're going to really keep on working. We'll have a little more time here after the holidays, so we're going to give Piper more train. So you guys that are following along at home, just work on this stuff, okay? See ya.